Man, today we gotta talk about one of the dumbest things I've ever had to deal with on the internet. And I didn't realize this problem went as far as it did and how many other content creators had to deal with this as well. Now, I know a lot of y'all aren't content creators yourselves, so it might be a little difficult to see this as a legit problem. But I want to encourage you to watch till the end of the video to really get a full understanding of what's going on here. So I'm sure you've seen the title and thumbnail by now, but what I want to talk about today is this weird stigma going on the Elden Ring subreddit and content creators getting banned for sharing their videos and creations. Now, I'm not making this to get sympathy for content creators. I know there's going to be a lot of comments down there saying I'm whining, but I hope by the end of this video I can make you see why this is a real issue and why it goes beyond simply content creators. Now, this has been going on for a long time, but I'm sure if you've been browsing the Reddit at all the past few days, you've seen this situation with Lance McDonald and why he was banned from the subreddit for one of the stupidest reasons I've ever seen. But for those of you that are unfamiliar, let me fill you in real quick. A few days ago, Lance posted over on the Reddit a really fascinating observation about the big multi-armed enemies in Stormvale, and this was honestly really cool and it had a lot of implications for other things in the game. So naturally this post garnered a lot of attention and found its way to the top of the subreddit. Now, I don't know the exact details of how long this post was up for, but eventually it was removed for an unspecified reason. Now, it's pretty obvious to anybody that's ever been on the Reddit that it didn't violate any of the rules whatsoever. And when Lance went to go ask the mods why it was removed, it was chalked up to a simple mistake. Now, that alone isn't anything crazy, but it's what happens next that is absolutely insane. To figure out why the post was removed, he went and joined their Discord server and asked about their reasoning for it. Now, according to him, the mods said that they couldn't find a reason for it and it must have been a mistake, so it was restored after that. However, here is his account of what happened when he joined that Discord server. He claims that they got mad that he was tagging them about it, and after his business was finished, he left. Now, that action apparently set him over the edge and it prompted them to delete his post and ban him from both the Reddit and the Discord server. Now, keep in mind, these are all grown men. Now, we didn't actually get to see those Discord messages because obviously he was banned and couldn't go back in and get those, but somebody asked about the incident over on the Reddit, and here's the response that one of the mods gave. They claim that he violated the self-promotion rule and encouraged harassment against the moderation team. Now, in response to this, Lance provided several messages that he claimed were all that he said, which started that whole event. Now, I do have to admit that we only have his side of the story. However, I'm inclined to believe him, because this is just one event in a long pattern of targeted bans and silencing of content creators in the subreddit. And I can attest, I've had this happen to me personally. Now, I don't have the screenshots and the post no longer exists, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it, but a long time ago I posted this video, breaking down the Katakawa investors report and talking about how Elden Ring was not gonna be delayed past Q1 2022. And side note, I know it says not delayed, but that was before we got a release date, and all the information in that video still holds true. But basically what happened was, somebody shared that video over on the subreddit, asking when people thought the release date was going to be based off the information provided. Now, in the comments section, somebody left something along the lines of, "This video is just clickbait, it needs to be disregarded, etc." And then a mod replied to that saying that the video was providing dangerous and misleading information, and that he believed the game was not coming out until 2023 at least. And then I replied to that message saying that all the information came from Katakawa themselves, and explained my reasoning for why I believed it was going to be 2022, which, as we now know, was ultimately right. Now, that triggered like a 10+ message debate where they threatened me several times with a ban for providing false information apparently. Now, once again, I'm not the only one that this has happened to. It's happened to Mordecai, as we all remember, where simply referencing him in a post resulted in the post being removed. Sinclair Lore had their podcast with Mordecai removed, and Ratatosker had his video removed, but when somebody else posted it, it was left alone. Now, as you can see, there clearly is no self-promotion rule in the Elden Ring subreddit, so to claim that sharing YouTubers' videos in the subreddit is somehow breaking a guideline is completely baseless. So it seems like these mods are just picking and choosing when to apply it, because technically these same made-up laws that they're applying to these YouTube videos could also be applied to people making original projects for the subreddit, such as the guys making their own original map based on landmarks. So where do you actually draw the line on this? I know there's people out there that have this misguided hatred that somehow by these YouTubers making money off their videos, they should not be allowed to participate in the community, because then it's somehow just them trying to make money. I can assure you 100%, not a single person I've named in this video does this for a living. People have a vast vast misunderstanding of how much money people make on YouTube and how much work goes into it. For a rough estimate, I'd say a normal 8-minute commentary video like I make takes anywhere from 3 to 5 hours start to finish, and I average about 20 bucks a video. So do with that what you will, but these are mainly just passion projects for the people that are trying to share them. So whether it's jealousy, or whether you think by YouTubers being involved in the community that it's somehow disingenuous, it makes absolutely no sense. These people want to be involved with the community because they love it, not because this is somehow a means to an end. I know for me, I just love these games so much and I love sharing my ideas about them. That's why I make these videos. The money is negligible, and I know that's the same for all the other people that are getting banned too. But what it seems like is really going on here is some kind of distorted jealousy or power trip on the side of the mods, because they remain nameless while other people get recognition. So that's my thoughts on why they do what they do. It really doesn't make any sense to be banning YouTubers just for the sake of them being YouTubers, because I don't know where this sense of elitism comes from, or where they get this idea that they're somehow a hero for defeating the bad YouTuber. All you're doing is just locking people that genuinely care about this game out of the most active community that they base their work on. And to add to it, you know you're talking to a real person, right? When you try to discredit somebody's videos or claim that they're just doing it for money, you're not talking to some corporeal entity that sits behind a screen. You're saying that to a real person that put time and effort into that creation. And I doubt that if you weren't hiding behind your anonymous avatar and mod status, you'd probably act pretty differently. But overall, man, this thing is just so dumb. I really wish we had some kind of other central hub for the whole community, where the people that actually controlled and managed it were actually part of the community and actually contributed meaningful work to it. But anyways, this has just kind of been my rant about this whole topic. I know this probably wasn't a video you guys were expecting, but I've been genuinely frustrated about this for a long time, so when I saw somebody else dealing with it, I figured I might as well talk about it. But anyways guys, that's gonna pretty much do it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do I have a point on this, or am I just whining? Either way, leave a like on it if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you in the next one.